much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where we are always striving to find the most obscure answers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Elaine. This is my daughter Amber. I'm from Aberdeen and Amber's from Stirling.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Bill from Chorley, and this is my sister Rose from Sale.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Lara, this is Dan, and we're a couple from County Durham.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Nick, this is James. We met at university. He lives in London and I live in Cardiff.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a real man of letters. Sadly, most of them are letters of complaint. It's my Pointless friend. It's Richard.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. Good afternoon
Good
to you.
afternoon.
Only one returning pair, and that's Bill and Rose. Lovely to have you back. Got through to the head-to-head last time. Made a good account of them. So you did get beat 2-0, but it was kind of an unlucky 2-0, I thought. And that was against Damien and Dimitri.
They were unstoppable.
They were clever, weren't they?
They were good.
It's fair to say. And in the jackpot round, it was £3,750. 1 point, 1 point, pointless answer. Yeah. Normally, Rose, people hide their disappointment a little bit better. Normally they go, oh, lovely Damien. You're the one who's met them as well. You still go, oh, no, not Damien and Dimitri. Yeah, they won it.
They won it well, though. They
really did win it well.
Oh, they did.
The worst thing is if they got lucky. They really didn't get lucky. They were terrific. Welcome, though, to our three new pairs. Should be fun.
It's very nice, isn't it? They seem nice.
They do seem nice.
Yeah. So today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember, the pair with the highest score at the end of each round gets eliminated. You know that, but just keep it at the back of your minds. Keep your scores nice and low, and you'll be absolutely fine. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is words. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words ending RGE as they could. RGE, Richard.
Yeah, looking for any word in the British and World English section of oxforddictionaries.com, please, that ends RGE. As always, no hyphenated words, no proper nouns. So any word with its own entry in that oxforddictionaries.com. And I'll see if I can predict the word that you're coming up with. It's not immediately easy, this one, is it?
No.
I wouldn't want to be on podium one.
No. Not
so. We'll talk for a little bit. Would you want to be on podium one?
No.
I would not. It's really hard.
It's really hard.
OK, let's go on with the round and I'll think about what you're going to say.
Elaine, welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
From Aberdeen.
Yes.
Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a catering manager at an airport.
Oh, now that's fun. On the air side?
I'm on the land side, so...
Oh, that's less fun. That's less fun.
But I do go back and forth, so...
Oh, that's fun. Less fun. Less fun on the land side. Do you know, going on the airport... I've occasionally filmed on the air side of an airport. It's just lovely.
Amazing.
Even just going through customs, even if you know you're just working and you're not actually going to go off on holiday, it's just...
There is nothing better in the world than going through a door that other people aren't allowed to go through. Oh, that's my opinion. Oh, yeah. What a dream.
What a dream. So, yeah, very good indeed. Now, Elaine, words ending RGE.
I'm just going to go for it. I think...
You're going to go
Yes, I'm going to say forge.
Forge?
Yes.
OK, let's see. How many of our 100 people said forge? There we are, 29 for forge.
Yeah, to make or shape something, or to counterfeit something, or the building in which something is made or shaped. Forge, forge, forge.
Forge.
Yeah.
Forge, that's a word we can now use. Let's forge on with the show.
Good.
Phew. I was longing to use it earlier, couldn't.
Oh,
embargoed.
I've wanted to say forge ever since the show began.
I know. Now we can. Now then, Rose. Welcome back to Pointless. Remind us all about yourself.
Thank you. I am currently taking a break from a career and I'm at home with my two little girls as a stay-at-home mum.
What was the career?
Previously, I was long-haul cabin crew. So it wasn't really particularly compatible with family life.
No, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And I guess probably won't again for a little bit.
I did nearly 10 years, and I did a lot of mainly flying to Asia.
Rose, what are you going to go for? RGE?
Nothing particularly long or imaginative has come to mind, so I'm going to have to go for engorge.
Engorge.
Yeah.
Engorge, says Rose. Let's see how many of our 100 people said engorge. It's good. 29 is the only score we've got so far, and you passed that down to 9. Not bad at all. Engorge, 9.
It's a very good answer, well played. Yeah, to engorge a forge is to make a forge bigger.
Essentially just a fillet. To fillet. Isn't it? Isn't that what it is?
No, to engorge is to swell.
I suppose it is, yeah.
Yes. Well, you don't suppose it is, it is.
It is. Well, I guess it is. All right. OK, Lara, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
So I'm an archivist and records manager in a law firm.
Now, that's fun. Now, that is fun. So you basically file away every single thing that happens and also have to know where other previous people have filed them away.
Yeah, so I'm a keeper of lost things, I'm a queen of the strong room, and I'm a deeds detective when things go missing.
Queen of the strong room. That's
Yeah.
the best of all of those roles, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Queen of the strong room. Oh, what a strong room that must be. What happens in the strong room?
It's where all the wills, deeds, and documents for the clients are kept. Behind a big
Is it a very,
metal
very
door.
heavy metal door?
A very heavy metal door that sometimes in the summer I can't open. So I have to get someone to come and help me open it.
It's heavier in the summer
Yeah, because of the heat makes it
because it engorges.
swell. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Do you see? Now, you see, he does learn. He does actually learn.
Because it fills up with heat.
It swells, doesn't it?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Lara, give us a word that ends RGE.
Similar theme, I'm going to go for enlarge.
Enlarge. Enlarge, says Lara. OK, let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said enlarge. It's right. 29 is the highest score. 9 is the low. 21 is where you end up with enlarge.
Yeah, that's what I say in close shops. Have you got that in large?
Like that would fit.
Yeah.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Nick, welcome to Pointless. Tell us about yourself.
Hi there. Well, I'm Nick. I'm from Cardiff. I have a data gathery job for a bank in the day, but then at the weekend, I play music, the best music I can find for an audience, like yourself.
That's nice. What is a DJ?
Yeah.
What's the number one floor filler?
Number one floor filler where we are, it's still Blue Monday by New Order. Still.
Wow.
It works every time.
Excellent. So, Nick, words ending RGE.
Oh, I was really happy with Engorge, as I had that one as well. And then it went. Bit of a loose end here. Let's go with barge.
Barge.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when we say barge. $67, Nick.
Had to do.
67.
Yeah, barge. To knock someone out of the way, or another name for a narrowboat. You can, of course, enlarge a barge as well.
You can.
Not only can you engorge a forge, you can enlarge a barge. Happy with that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Thanks very much, Richard. We're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 9. What about that, Rose? Well done, you. Brilliant. Fantastic. Our only single-figure score. Brilliant. Up to 21, where we find Dan and Lara. 29, where we find Elaine and Amber. And then all the way up to 67, I'm sorry to say, Nick and James. And James...
Good luck, bro.
We need a bit of James magic here, I think, in the next pass. Nice low score. Ideally in the minuses. To bring you back into line with everyone else. But let's see how that goes. Best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, James, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
So I'm an actor. I'm currently appearing in a show in town. It's like an immersive show. So the audience come all dressed up and the story kind of unfolds around them.
That is amazing. In an actual theatre or in a specially built
No, so it used to
venue?
be once upon a time a carpet warehouse, and
Wow.
the show is The Great Gatsby, so we've done it up to look like Gatsby's mansion, and so that's the.
Oh, that's
the
great. And you
beginning
go
of the
from
show.
room to room.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
the story actually unfolds in correct narrative order.
Yes, and you might find yourself taking on a role in that story. You might find yourself getting taken off by a character for like a one-to-one scene. There's a lot of really cool kind of
That's
secret
amazing.
stuff that happens in it. Yeah.
So if you really love improv, this is just a dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, the absolute dream come true scenario would be for Nick to have got a pointless answer on the first one, but no, that's by the by. You know, it's fine.
Cheers, mate.
OK, well, James, what are you going to come up with? Words ending RGE.
I'm going to go for Scourge.
Nice.
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 Oh, you like that, don't you?
That's... First time in a few shows we've heard that noise. Scourge. OK, well done, James. There's no red line for you, as you are the high scorers. But let's see how far down the column we go with Scourge. Seven. Look at that. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 74. You might have done enough to keep yourselves in the game there, James. That's brilliant.
Well played, James. Yeah, a personal thing that causes great trouble or suffering. A scourge.
OK, thank you. Now then, Dan, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about yourself.
I'm a control system engineer. I design control systems for chemical plants to make sure they don't blow up.
Oh, phew. Thank goodness you're here. I mean, thank goodness you... What I mean, who's designing them now while you're here?
Yeah, probably no one, actually.
So, when you're not doing that, Dan, what do you like to get up to?
I like following motorsport. I mean, I've also got a classic Mini as well, which I like to eventually try and fix up and get back on the road.
How many months are you away from that, Jay?
Years.
OK, it's years.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
Now, Dan, you're on 21. If you can score 52 or less, you're into the next round. What have
Hopefully.
you got?
I'm going to go with Discharge.
Discharge. There is your red line. Let's see if Discharge gets you below it, Dan. Good luck. Down against a 3. Very well done indeed. Now I see what you are making the noise for. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Takes your total up to 24.
Yeah, it's like when you get a bill at a restaurant and you think, what's discharge for? You can't work out. It's like... Because someone had dough balls, usually.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Bill, welcome back. Remind us about yourself.
So I'm a massive Preston North End fan. I've got my own fan site online, sharing memorable matches, memorable goals, podcasts, that kind of thing.
It's pretty impressive there, Bill. Is it just you on your own?
I've got friends who helped me out, yeah, but it was me who originally set it up, yeah. It's a bit of a team now.
Very good. That's great. Now, Bill, there you are on 9. You have to score 64 or less to stay with us.
OK. I'll say Converge.
Converge. OK, there's your red line. If you can get below that red line with Converge, you're on to a winner, Bill. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Converge. Down it goes to 4. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 13.
Yes, to converge.
There we go.
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. Now, Amber, welcome to Pointless.
Hi.
Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a criminology and sociology student at the University of Stirling.
Very good. Which do you prefer, the sociology or the criminology?
Criminology,
Of course,
100%,
the
yeah.
criminology. How soon can you ditch the sociology and just
After
plough
I
into
graduate.
After you graduate?
Yeah,
OK.
double honours.
OK. You're also interested in tarot?
Yes, I do tarot readings and I'm learning to read palms and tea leaves.
Now, do you see a link between that and your criminology? I'm not sure if I'm going to be comforted by your answer.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, there's always an option.
Do you think there is an element of the in your criminology?
There could be and there should be.
OK, now, Amber, here we go. Moment of truth. 44 is your target. What do we got?
I don't even know if this is a word or not, but I figure I may as well go for it. I'm going to go surcharge.
That's a word?
I don't know, I hope.
Surcharge? Absolutely. You didn't get... Sorry, let's just test it. Surcharge. There we go. Yeah, good. There's your red line. Get below that red line, and you are through to round 2. Let's see how many of our 100 people said surcharge. Well done. You've done it. Ah, down it goes to 3. Very well done indeed. Very well done. 32 is your total.
Yeah, an additional demand for payment of goods, a surcharge. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
from
it's
everyone?
good.
Very impressive.
So, yeah,
Yes.
I haven't come up with a ting, but
Right.
the one I've got surge, as in S-E-R-G-E. That's a material.
Oh, that's interesting.
Surge.
That's interesting. 10 points for that.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
Don't tell me disgorge was...
Shall I tell you what I went for?
Go on.
See, it turns out I used to be able to read your mind.
I know.
You know what? It was before the show. I had a lovely cup of tea. I was looking into the leaves.
Yeah.
And that name, it just came to my mind.
Surcharge.
Surcharge.
Look at that. It was in the air, wasn't it,
Yeah, it
around
was in
here?
the ether.
In the ether. Yeah, I was a bit rusty.
I'll tell you a couple of nice one-pointers. Overlarge would have scored you 1 point. You'd have got 1 point for concierge as well. Nice,
That's
isn't it?
very good.
Yeah, it's a very good one. But let's take a look at the pointless answers now. Countercharge, essentially the price of a stamp. Disgorge.
There you are.
That's what tourist guides say in Cheddar. Dramaturge. Overcharge, redischarge, blimey. Re-emerge.
Re-emerge, like
yeah.
that. Weird.
Remerge, to merge once again. Supercharge and turbocharge. Very well done if you said any of those. Take a look at the top 3.
Yeah.
These are the ones that most of our 100 people said. Purge would have scored you 40. Barge. I'm surprised no one said barge. Oh, hold on. Sorry. 67 barge, and the top. Large, 73. Do you remember that large barge purge they had on the Kent and Avon Canal?
Yeah.
It's getting so crowded, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's only the large ones. It's only the people who had engorged their barge, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's only the barge and gorges. The barge and larges and the barge and gorges were absolutely caught up in the large barge purge. That surcharge put pay to a lot of them, didn't it?
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm so sorry, James and Nick, it is you to whom we must say goodbye. You'll be back next time, and you'll storm it, I'm quite sure. It's been lovely having you here for this show. Look forward to seeing you next time. James and Nick.
Cheers.
Right, for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. And so 3 pairs remain. Well, various plaudits to throw out at you. Dan and Amber are joint lowest individual scorers, so very well done to you. 3 is what you scored. And Bill and Rose are lowest team there. So very, very good. It's all just lots to be proud of there. Well done. On to round 2. The category for round 2 this afternoon being leisure activities. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns board games by definition. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you the definitions of a word or phrase that's also the name of a board game. Can you tell us what those board games are, please? 6 on each board.
This is one of the best.
Fun, right?
I like this.
Yeah.
Like this a lot. OK, let's reveal our first board of 6 definitions of board games, and here they come. We have got Shakespeare character known as the Moor of Venice. O, historic fortified city and capital of the Aude département in southern France. C, an act of surgery performed on a patient. O, pronounce something clearly and distinctly. A, a dull bluish shade of grey used for warships. B, and the Latin word meaning I play. L. I'll read those again. Shakespeare character known as the Moor of Venice, historic fortified city and capital of the Aude département in southern France, an act of surgery performed on a patient, pronounce something clearly and distinctly, a dull bluish shade of grey used for warships, and the Latin word meaning I play. There we are. Elaine.
OK. I will go for the Latin word meaning I play. Ludo.
Ludo, says Elaine. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Ludo. That's right. Down it goes to 49. Not bad at all, Elaine. Not bad at all.
Very well played, Elaine, especially as I, in my head, was thinking Lego. So I absolutely convinced myself it was. Ludo. I used to play Ludo with my granddad, who invented his own rules. He always won, strangely. Funny, isn't it?
Clever.
Clever man.
Thanks very much, Richard. And now, Rose.
OK, well, I hate board games. It's not what I would have picked for a category. But I'm going to go for the pronounce something clearly and distinctly and hope that it's articulate.
Articulate, says Rose. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It is articulate. 49's our only score so far, and you pass it. Down it goes to 29.
I love Articulate. Do you play Articulate with your kids?
Yeah.
There's a kids version of it as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
It's a good game.
Oh, that's that raises the old heartbeat a little bit. Mm-hmm. Blimey, we've had a few Articulate rounds in my family.
Oh, well, you're all very articulate.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that would be...
Yeah, I like... yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Like. Isn't it? Dan, you're the last person to have this board. Do you want to take us through it?
I think I know some of them. I think a dual bluish shade of grey, I think it's battleships. I think the surgery's operation. I'm not entirely sure on the French one, but I think I'm going to gamble and say the top one's Othello.
And that's the one you're going to go for?
Yes, please.
Othello. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Othello. It is Othello. Ooh, 70. 70 for Othello.
Yeah, there is a bigger answer up there, actually, which is Operation. That would have scored you 88 points. Battleship is right. I thought it was called Battleships. Apparently it's called Battleship. Would have scored you 68. And this last one, this is one that lots of people who are really into board games play.
I know, because I've been there, that it is Carcassonne.
Carcassonne.
From that, I've never heard of a game called.
Look it up. If you're a big board game fan, you'll love it. If not, I was about to say another board game there. Which will definitely come up on the next board, because I can think of a definition for it as well. So
yeah. Well, thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 29, the best score of the pass, Rose. Well done. 49, where we find Elaine and Amber. Not bad at all. 70. Yep, Lara and Dan a little bit ahead there. So, yes, Lara, let's have a low score from you, please, in the next pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, 6 more clues to 6 more board games up on the board. Here they come. Currents of uncomfortably cool air in rooms or other confined spaces. D, 2015 UK #1 single by Justin Bieber. S, in 1972, Nancy Wilkinson was the first winner of this BBC quiz programme. M, outbreak of infectious disease that occurs over a whole country or even worldwide. P, 1965 UK #1 single by the Beatles, TTR. And a situation involving exposure to danger, R. Let me read those again. Currents of uncomfortably cool air in rooms or other confined spaces. 2015 UK #1 single by Justin Bieber. In 1972, Nancy Wilkinson was the first winner of this BBC quiz programme. Outbreak of infectious disease that occurs over a whole country or even worldwide. 1965 UK #1 single by the Beatles. And a situation involving exposure to danger. There we are. Lara. We need a low score, remember.
I'm going to go with the outbreak of infectious disease and say plague.
Plague. Plague, says Lara. No red line for you as you're already the highest scorers, but let's see how many of our 100 people said plague if it's right. Bad luck, Lara. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 170.
yeah, it's unlucky. It's not the answer we're looking for.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now then, Bill. Good news, you're through.
OK, I think it's pandemic, the outbreak.
You're going to go for that one. Pandemic. Let's see if that's right. There's no red line because you're already through. How many people said pandemic? It is pandemic. Down it goes to 49, takes your total up to 78.
Yeah, very well played. Pandemic, that's a board game from 2007. We couldn't accept plague, I'm afraid, Lara. Sorry about that, because a plague, it doesn't mean the same as pandemic, which is across a whole country or across the whole world.
Very good. Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Amber, Again, you're already through.
Good. Do you know, it's hard to pick which one I think is going to be the lowest.
Do you want to talk us through the board and give us all the answers
I'll
you can?
try. I think the top one's drafts. I think the Justin Bieber one might be sorry, but I don't know. Then Mastermind, I think. I don't know the Beatles one, and I think the bottom one is Risk. But since we're already through, I might try sorry and see if it's right.
OK, very good. You're going to go for sorry. Again, no red line because you're already through. How many people said sorry? Is it right? It is right. Very well done, Amber. And it's a low score, 27. Lowest score of the round, in fact, taking your total up to 76.
In fact, it's the lowest scorer on that whole board, Amber, so well played. And well played at home as well, if you said sorry. I've not played sorry. I have to say. The currents, were you quite right, was drafts. But scored 68. It is Mastermind. I love Mastermind, the one with the little pegs, coloured pegs and things. Oh, I like that. Oh. That would have scored you 83. The 1965 UK #1 single.
Do you know, I can only work it out from the single. It's not a game I know.
It's another good game, actually.
Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride, yeah. Another one of those ones that real board game fans love. Ticket to Ride, 41 for that. And the situation involving exposure to danger, you're quite right, Amber, again, was Risk. And that would have scored 68.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair we have to say goodbye to. I'm so sorry, Dan and Lara. It is you with your high score of 170. It's been lovely having you here. We will see you again next time. Look forward to that very much. Meantime, thanks so much for playing. Dan and Lara. But for the remaining two pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Bill and Rose, Amber and Elaine. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. Well, you know the deal. Here you are, team against team. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns famous hills. Richard.
We're going to show you 5 pictures of famous hills now. Can you name these hills?
We'll just have to work out. Is it going to be a topographical issue or a surname issue?
You will find out, I imagine, on picture number 1.
I bet we will. Unless they're standing right next to a massive hill.
Oh, yes, quite right. Well, let's see, shall we?
Anyway, let's see. OK, let's reveal both the hills and what the question's about. Here they come. We have A.
There you go.
There you go. B. C. D. And E. There we are. 5 famous hills. Bill and Rose, you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
OK, so we're going to go for E, and it's Faith Hill.
Faith Hill. Say Bill and Rose. Faith Hill. Amber and Elaine, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
OK, A is Damon Hill. B, Harry Hill. C, Jimmy Hill. And we'll go for D, Lauren Hill.
Lauren Hill. Say Amber and Elaine. So we have Faith Hill and Lauren Hill. Bill and Rose went for Faith Hill. Let's see if that's right for E. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It is Faith Hill. That's a good answer. Down it goes to 8. Very well done indeed. 8 for Faith Hill. Amber and Elaine, meanwhile, have gone for Lauren Hill for D. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill is absolutely right. It's got to beat 8, though. 29 for Lauren Hill. Still a good answer. And that means after one question, Bill and Rose, you are up 1-0.
Yeah, they were the best two answers up there as well. Nothing else either team could have done there. Did the best that you possibly could. Both Faith Hill, the American country singer, Lauryn Hill. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is one of the best albums of the last 25 years. That's just my opinion. That's no offence to any Faith Hill fans, but I think it is. Talking of amazing albums, Jimmy Hill, he would have scored you 49. B is Harry Hill, not his real name. Matthew Hall, I think, his real name, isn't it? Harry Hill, his stage name, scored you 71. And you're quite right, it is Damon Hill. And Damon Hill would have scored you 36. He does good grade, doesn't he, Damon Hill?
He does.
Really
yeah.
suits him.
Yeah,
And the
really,
beard and
really,
everything.
And the beard.
Yeah.
It's a great look. I wonder what that little lapel badge is he's got there. What is that? It's kind of
bet it's something
racing
to do with
club.
cars.
I should think it probably
Yes.
is.
Knowing Damon Hill.
Knowing him.
Yeah, you know what he's like. He
Yes,
loves cars, doesn't he?
He does like a car.
Really does.
OK, here comes your second question. Now, Amber and Elaine, you get to answer it first, but you have to win this one to stay in the game, so best of luck. Our second question today is all about Budapest. Richard.
5 clues now to things about the city of Budapest.
Thanks very much. Let's reveal our 5 things, and here they come. We have got the singer-songwriter who had a 2014 UK #3 with Budapest. The monument in the middle of Heroes Square that was erected to commemorate the 1,000-year-old history of the Magyars. The river which splits the 2 main parts of the city. EU country of which it is the capital. And the British swimmer who won 2 breaststroke gold medals at the 2017 FINA World Championships in Budapest. Let me read those again. The singer-songwriter who had a 2014 UK #3 with Budapest. The monument in the middle of Heroes Square that was erected to commemorate the 1,000-year-old history of the Magyars. The river which splits the 2 main parts of the city. EU country of which it is the capital. And the British swimmer who won 2 breaststroke gold medals at the 2017 FINA World Championships in Budapest. Amber and Elaine will go first.
We only know one, so we're going to go for the singer-songwriter who is George Ezra.
George Ezra. OK, you're going to say George Ezra. Now, Bill and Rose, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Not really. The monument, I don't know.
Don't know the monument, no. I think the river's the Danube, Budapest, Hungary.
So should we go for the Danube?
I think so.
Danube.
You're going to go for the Danube. So we have George Ezra and we have the Danube. Amber and Elaine have gone for George Ezra, the singer who had the #3 hit. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for George Ezra. It's right. Not bad, 32. 32 for George Ezra. Now then, Bill and Rose, meanwhile, have gone for the Danube, the River Danube, which splits the city. Let's see how many people said that. That's right. Now, where's this one going to finish? Oh, look at that! 30 for the Danube. Very well done indeed, Bill and Rose. That means that after only 2 questions, you have won this round 2-0.
That was very impressive. Nicely played. Let's fill in these gaps. The best answer on the board is the monument. If you've been there, you might know it. It's the Millennium Monument. The Millennium Monument. Would have scored you 2. You're quite right, Bill. It is the capital of Hungary. Scored you 65. Now, this last answer, this is, as a very young child, this gentleman was terrified of water. So he wouldn't even get in the bath without screaming. So his mum took him to the swimming baths to try and get him over his fear. And he's one of the greatest swimmers this country has ever produced. Adam Peaty. And he would have scored you 4 points.
We'll all remember that now. Adam Peaty. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid, Amber and Elaine, it is you. You played perfectly well, and you were so close on that last one there. Oh, I could have gone either way. But we'll see you again next time, which is great news for us. And I'm sure we'll do just as well then, maybe even one step further. Who knows? But meantime, thanks very much for playing, Amber and Elaine. But for Bill and Rose, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Bill and Rose. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless Trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. At the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. Well, there it is. Well done. You've weathered all kinds of rounds. We went through some quite fun ones. The board games round, that was good. The famous hills, who could forget that? It's been great. Absolutely fantastic. And here you are at the end. What would you like to see come up in this last round?
Well, we're both quite into 90s pop culture. So 90s music would be brilliant, or film, TV.
OK.
For me, Sex and the City.
OK.
Simpsons,
90s football, maybe some Simpsons.
OK, any of these things could come up. You have no idea. You will never discover until we reveal our 4 options on the board. Let's hope one of those things might be found in one of these 4 headlines. We have got European battles, fashion, boxing, non-Harry Potter films by Harry Potter stars.
I could do fashion, I think. But if you feel like boxing or European battles are your bag.
I could probably come up with some obscure boxers, but you sound quite confident on fashion, so...
Pressure. Yeah, I feel quite confident.
That sounds good, yeah?
Are you sure? All right, fashion.
OK,
Yes,
fashion
please.
it is.
Excellent. Very best of luck to you both. 3 very different questions here on fashion. Looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for the name of any editor-in-chief of British Vogue, all the way through from 1916 to March 2019, please. We are looking for any fashion designer who has had a named exhibition at the V&A since 2000, any of the temporary exhibitions they have with a fashion designer's name in the title. Or we're looking for any nominee for the British Fashion Awards Model of the Year since 2013. That's up to the 2018 ceremony. So any editors of British Vogue, any fashion designer who's had a temporary exhibition at the V&A since 2000, or any Model of the Year nominee since 2013. Good luck.
Thanks very much. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Focus on whichever ones you like the look of. Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, I'm going to go with the models, because I don't know any editors of British Vogue.
OK, yeah.
Right, so I'm not going to go with Kate Moss and Naomi Campbell, because they're too popular. So we're going to go with Lily Cole, Agnes Dean, or Jordan Dunn. Let's go back to the 90s. Any British models in the 90s? Jodie Kidd.
Nominee since 2013.
Since 2013.
Yeah. I've heard of Lily Cole. I've not heard of the other 2.
Right, OK. Jordan Dunn. Right, fashion designers then. I need to think of some more.
10 seconds left.
Fashion designers. OK.
That, I'm afraid, is your time up.
OK.
OK.
Yeah.
Jordan Dunn.
All right, Jordan Dunn.
In which category?
For the British fashion models.
Nominees.
Nominees, sorry,
OK,
since 2013. Yep. Fashion designers, I'm going to go for Versace.
Versace.
Gianni Versace. And I'm going to go for Henry Holland.
And Henry Holland, a fashion designer. OK.
Yeah.
So we've got Jordan Dunn, Versace, and Henry Holland. Of those 3, which is your best shot?
Jordan Dunn.
OK, Jordan Dunn we put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Probably Henry Holland.
Henry Holland, then Versace goes in the middle. OK, well, let's pop those up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Henry Holland, Gianni Versace, and Jordan Dunn. Well, very, very best of luck. If you were to win that jackpot, £1,000, nice thing to have in your back pocket as you leave the studio. What would you like to do with it, Bill?
I think if I win the money, I'll get myself a new shed for the garden.
That's such a good answer.
My plan.
Great way to spend the fashion jackpot. Rose, how about you?
Well, I've just moved house last week, so I will purchase something shiny and new for the home.
Maybe a shed?
No, definitely not.
OK, your first answer was Henry Holland. That was the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. Let's find out if it is a correct answer. Only one of these has to be correct for you to win that jackpot of £1,000. We're looking for fashion designers with named exhibitions at the V&A. You've gone for Henry Holland as your first answer. If it's right and pointless, you leave here with £1,000. Oh, no. Not a correct answer. So let's not dwell on it. Let's move straight on to Gianni Versace. Again, we're looking for fashion designers with named exhibitions at the V&A since 2000. If Gianni Versace is pointless, he will win you £1,000. How many people said Gianni Versace? That's right. Henry Holland was an incorrect answer. Gianni Versace now taking us down through the 20s, into the 10s, into single figures, still going down to 1. Oh, wow! That's a great answer.
Did not expect that.
OK, very, very close. Good answer, but not a pointless answer. So we move on to your third and final, and indeed your most confident answer, Jordan Dunn. In this case, we were looking for British Fashion Awards Model of the Year nominees since 2013. Jordan Dunn, if she is pointless, will win you £1,000. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jordan Dunn. That's right. Your first answer, Henry Holland, was incorrect. Your second answer, Gianni Versace, took us down to 1. Jordan Dunn now taking us through the single figures down. We're going, still going down. Fantastic. Well done, you. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh. Very, very well done indeed. Congratulations, Jordan Dunn was a pointless answer, which means you go home with that jackpot of £1,000. Brilliant, brilliant.
That was absolutely beautifully done. You've been terrific for 2 shows as well. And that's such a perfect brother-sister combination there. The younger sister who knows everything, and the older brother just at one point just goes, yes, since 2013. And so between the two of you, it worked perfectly. What a team. Well done. Let's take a look, shall we, at the answers for British Vogue editors. Audrey Withers, Beatrix Miller, the very first editor-in-chief of British Vogue, Elspeth Champcommunal, Liz Tilburis, everyone apart from Anna Wintour, Alexander Schulman and Edward Enenful. Everyone else was a pointless answer there. Now, those designers. You could have had Barbara Nessim, you could have Cristobal Balenciaga, Ozzy Clark, Yoji Yamamoto, everyone there apart from Vivienne Westwood, Christian Dior, Alexander McQueen, Mary Quant and Gianni Versace. And some of those models, Adwoa Aboa, Georgia May Jagger, there's Jordan Dunn, Winnie Harlow as well. Very well done if you said any of those at home.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. And thanks once again to our winning players, Bill and Rose, who take away today's jackpot of £1,000. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.